on Veronica Mars. I'm Ray, and I'll be your TV whore for this recap. Yet another race at Hearst College and Neptune's finest are nowhere to be seen. Man, it's tough being a criminal in Neptune, isn't it? But before you criminals get too complacent, there's a new agency in town picking up the slack. Pixie Spy Magic. Owner, Veronica Mars, was hired by the Pi Sigma Sigmas to help clear their name in the most recent attack. There were a few tense moments when the fraternity brothers suspected Veronica of trying to find proof of their guilt rather than innocence. But in the end, she came through with evidence that the victim was last seen with an unidentified Asian male. A male, most definitely not a Pi Sig. Unfortunately for Miss Mars, there were a few folks on campus who were not happy to see the Pi Sigs cleared. But as she told previous victim, Parker Lee, she's looking for the truth, and she'll find it. The Eccles family drama continues. Orphan son, Logan Eccles, recently discovered that his inheritance was dwindling faster than he was spending it. Shocking, considering the lifestyle of the rich and famous the young Mr. Eccles leads. Ms. Mars and Pixie Spy Magic traced the funds to a charitable organization called Aaron's Kids. How nice of the elder Mr. Eccles to be continuing his good deeds from beyond the grave, right? Wrong. Turns out that the money going to Aaron's Kids is going to one of Aaron's actual kids, Charlie Stone, confirmed to be the star's illegitimate son. To scoop a reporter from Variety, who pretended to be Charlie in order to gain information for a story, Logan Eccles broke the news himself on Larry King Live during the episode. Unfortunately, it appears he alienated the real Charlie Stone in the process. Gain a brother, lose a brother. That kid just can't catch a break. Temperatures were all over the thermometer in this episode. New client, Harmony Chase, breezed into Keith Mars' office with a case of spousal distrust and disinterest. Sparks flew between the two, raising the temps and steaming up the windows. But an unusually cool wind blew through the office when Keith returned with evidence that Mr. Chase was one of the few spouses he had trailed who really was just working late. A chill fell as Harmony left to return to her old life and sparkless marriage. Will the temperatures at Mars investigations continue to shift in the episodes ahead? Or will Keith have to keep a blanket handy to keep him warm at night? Now viewers, you may have noticed that we were short a sports segment for this episode. Unfortunately, several of the regular cast members have come down with a mysterious case of missing in action, leaving the team short several players and causing us to forfeit to the guest stars this week. We do have one bit of good news, however. Wallace Fennell, also known as Veronica Mars' BFF, was briefly spotted during the episode talking to a hot blonde in the library. This should alleviate fears of fans who were concerned that the writers had forgotten about Wallace. It's proof that they do indeed remember he exists. Now, if we can just get the other regular cast members back on the team, maybe the games can resume. That's it for this edition of Last Week on Veronica Mars. Stay tuned to the CW on Tuesdays at 9, 8 Central to see who Pixie Spy Magic takes on next week. I'm Ray, reminding you to keep your TVs close, but your remote controls closer.